Ever imagine a company that like one day is crafting these AI-driven learning
Yeah.
experiences, and then the next day they're preserving like cultural heritage through digital storytelling?
Wild, right?
It's a lot, yeah. Well, get ready to dive deep into the world of Conext because that's exactly what they do.
And they're not just, dabbling in all these different things. Conex really dives deep, working as a true partner to help organizations achieve like impactful innovation.
And that's a great point to emphasize. Partner is a really key word here. It's not like they're just consultants, right?
Right.
Like swooping in with some like one-size-fits-all solution. They're in it with you for the long haul. But here's where it gets really interesting to me. They're a certified B Corporation, meaning they're legally bound to consider the impact of their decisions, not just on their profits, but on their workers, their customers, their suppliers, the community, the environment.
Exactly. And that commitment to social and environmental responsibility, it really like shines through in everything they do. I mean, it's one thing to say, oh yeah, we're a force for good, but to actually back it up with action, a B Corp certification, that shows they're walking the walk. And plus, with offices in both Switzerland and Canada, they bring a global perspective to the table too.
Now, speaking of bringing something to the table, let's talk about the Connexters themselves. Just picture a team with backgrounds in science, storytelling, entrepreneurship.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You name it, they've got it covered. It's like the Avengers of innovation.
I like that. I like that.
And just like any good superhero team, they've got their leaders.
Oh, yeah.
You've got Alexander Luyet, a master strategist focused on making big ideas a reality. And then there's Dr. Johan Roduit, the visionary, always pushing the boundaries of what's possible while ensuring, of course, that ethical considerations are at the forefront.
It's a nice balance they have.
Yeah. Two very different personalities,
Yeah.
and both united by this drive to create positive change. What immediately stands out to you about Conex's approach? What's grabbing your attention so far?
I think for me, it's the sheer diversity of projects they take on. It really highlights their adaptability
Yeah.
and expertise across different fields.
Right. You don't see every day a company tackling AI-driven education and then like diving into sustainable development right after it.
Exactly.
It's a very interesting mix.
And they don't just talk about it.
Right.
They deliver tangible results.
Yeah.
Take their work with the Art of Us school, for instance.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more about that one.
They could have just implemented like any old AI tutorial system, but they went above and beyond with this one.
This is what I love about Conex.
Yeah.
They're not just doing the bare minimum.
They created these AI-driven video tutorials that are not only informative,
Okay.
but tailored to each student's learning pace.
Wow, that's impressive.
And get this, they even incorporated elements of gamification
Oh, that's cool.
to make the learning experience genuinely engaging for students. Yeah, no wonder Alexandre Moulin, the school's director, praised these tutorials for being pleasant to use.
I mean, how often do you hear pleasant and AI tutorial in the same sentence?
Right,
It speaks to their commitment to this human-centered design,
definitely.
even when talking about cutting-edge tech.
Exactly. And it's not just about making technology more user-friendly either.
Yeah.
It's about harnessing its power to actually solve problems in the real world.
Totally. And their work with the IDIAP Research Institute on the AI hackathon is a perfect example of that, I
Yeah.
think. 6 years of collaborating on these events where they bring people from all different backgrounds, developers, designers, entrepreneurs.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
I know, right?
Must be quite the event to organize.
It is.
Did you ever been?
Oh, yeah. I've been a couple of times. It's electric. The energy in those rooms.
I can imagine.
People are just like buzzing with ideas. It's very cool.
That's awesome.
Dr. Joel Dumoulin, who leads the AI group at IDIAP, said that Conext was instrumental in creating this incredibly collaborative and interdisciplinary environment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was very happy about the way it all came together.
Which makes total sense considering Conext's team, right?
Yeah.
They get it. They understand the power of bringing together all these different perspectives
Yeah.
to spark truly innovative solutions.
It's really impressive.
And this ability to connect the dots, across disciplines.
Mm-hmm.
It shines through in their science communication work as well.
Oh, absolutely. Remember that research paper we talked about, the one on neuroethics? Super dense.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
They turned that into a captivating documentary. Can you believe that?
Now, that's a challenge, I think, making complex scientific research
Yeah.
accessible and engaging for a wider audience.
So true. And Professor Judy Ills, who, is a leading voice in neuroethics,
Yes, of course.
was blown away by how they took her team's research and made it relevant and understandable for a non-scientific audience.
I love that.
She called it a game changer for communicating complex research. She was so happy.
Yeah, because it's one thing to have a great idea,
It is.
but it's another to actually communicate it properly.
For sure.
And to inspire others to get on board.
Conext seems to have mastered both.
They do.
They really do.
It's impressive.
So much of their work feels like show, don't tell, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Speaking of which, I'm really curious to unpack Conext's manifesto.
Oh, yeah, their manifesto.
It's not every company that has a manifesto.
Right.
But it just speaks to their desire to not just be a business, but a movement, you know? It's true. It's not just one of those, like, standard mission statements you see just, tucked away on a website somewhere.
Definitely not.
Their manifesto feels different, almost like a rallying cry.
Yes.
For anyone who wants to make a difference,
Totally. They're really clear in their commitment to, like, tackling global challenges through collaboration.
Collaboration, yeah. And it's not just about the money, right?
Right.
Like throwing money at the problem. It's about empowering those people and projects that are actually out there, like driving real change that lasts.
And their values, I mean...
Yeah. Yes. Tell me about their values.
Empathy, curiosity, innovation, just woven into everything they do.
They really are, And I will say their emphasis on empathy, like, really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to be good at the technology, right?
Yeah.
To be strategic, but to actually connect with people.
Yeah.
On a human level.
It's different.
And understand their needs.
Exactly.
That's where Conext, to me at least, that's where they really shine.
I agree.
And for those wanting to bring that, Conext magic to their own work, they've got this treasure trove of toolkits on their website.
Oh, yeah. They're toolkits, right?
So toolkits.
What were some of the ones they had again?
Okay, so they have AI in education.
Okay.
They've got digital transformation strategies. They even have, and this one I love, public speaking tips. Really?
Yeah, public speaking.
Wow, that's great.
Who knew? But it speaks to, like, their broad understanding that, innovation, it's not this one-size-fits-all thing.
It's true.
It's not just about building the next tech platform. It's about empowering people.
Yeah.
Giving them the skills and the mindset to make a change,
Totally.
So I'm curious, thinking about everything we've talked about today.
Yeah.
Conext's values, their unique approach, what resonates most with you? Like, how do you see yourself connecting with their philosophy in your own work?
I think for me, it's that reminder that, collaboration is key.
Yeah.
Especially in a world that seems to really celebrate individual achievements.
It does. It does.
Conext really emphasizing that power, bringing people together, right?
Right. Different minds to solve those really complex challenges.
It's important. That's such an important takeaway.
And it's something I try to bring into my own work, too,
Yeah.
Seeking out different perspectives and really valuing each person's contributions.
I love that. And I think, as we start to wrap up our deep dive into the world of Conext, it's a good message to leave our listeners with today.
It is.
In a world, right, that is increasingly driven by technology.
Yeah.
It's really those human elements, that empathy, the collaboration, and the drive to make a difference.
It all